Most men are afraid of death. That fear controls everything they do, the jobs they choose, the risks they avoid, the lives being never live. But the samurai were different. They didn't try to escape death. They didn't distract themselves from it. They didn't pretend it wasn't coming. It comes sharp. Every breath matters. Every moment carries weight, and fear loses its power. This is the story of how samurai trained their mind for death, and in doing so, learned how to truly live. The samurai began their mental training with a simple but terrifying idea. I am already dead. They repeated this thought daily, not as poetry, but as discipline. By imagining themselves already dead, they removed the future from their mind. There was nothing left to lose, no image to protect, no ego to defend. A man who believes he is already dead cannot be threatened. This mindset freed them from hesitation. When death is accepted in advance, action becomes clean. No shaking hands, no second guessing, only presence. Modern men avoid this God because it feels uncomfortable. But discomfort was the samurai's teacher. They understood that fear only survives where denial exists. Once death is faced directly, fear collapses. A samurai did not train his mind through noise. He trained it through stillness. Long before battle, before swords, before blood, there was silence. Hours of sitting, breathing, watching thoughts rise and fall like waves. They learned that thoughts, like life, appear and disappear. In stillness, they discovered something powerful. The mind creates fear, not reality. When the mind becomes quiet, fear has nowhere to live. This practice trained their nervous system. When chaos arrived, the samurai's body recognized it as familiar, because he had already sat with discomfort, calmly, daily. A samurai did not wait for death to surprise them. They invited it into their imagination. They visualized their own end, vividly. The blade, the fall, the final breath. Not once, but repeatedly. This was not morbid, it was practical. By repeatedly imagining death, they removed its shock. What is familiar cannot dominate you. What is accepted cannot control you. When death finally stood before them, it was not a stranger. It was an old companion. Samurai training was not about muscles alone. Every movement was a meditation. Walking, sitting, drawing the sword. Each action was done slowly, deliberately, fully. They believed that a distracted body creates a distracted mind, so they trained precision, not for beauty, but for presence. In battle, this presence became deadly calm. No wasted motion, no excess thought, only what was necessary. This is why samurai appeared emotionless, not because they felt nothing, but because they were completely here. Before killing the body, the samurai killed the ego. Titles, pride, reputation, all were temporary. They trained themselves to let go of identity. Why? Because ego creates fear. Fear of humiliation, fear of failure, fear of loss. A man without ego cannot be humiliated. A man without attachment cannot be controlled. When ego dies, freedom is born, and freedom sharpens the mind. The samurai lived with zanshin, total awareness, not just during battle, but during life, eating, walking, speaking. Every moment was treated as final, not rushed, but respected. This awareness made life sacred. When you know something can end at any moment, you stop wasting it. Death did not make them depressed, it made them awake. A samurai did not fear death because he had purpose. His life was not about pleasure, it was about duty, meaning, and alignment. Purpose gives death a place. Without purpose, death feels like theft. With purpose, Death feels like completion. A life lived fully does not cling to time. It bows and lets go. When the final moment arrived, the samurai did not resist. Breath steady, mind quiet, body relaxed. Not because he wanted to die, but because he had already lived. This is the paradox. Those who accept death live deeper than those who avoid it. You don't need a sword to learn this lesson. You need presence. Sit with silence. Face impermanence. Let go of illusions. Live like you are already dead, and you will finally become free. Because death does not destroy life. Unawareness does.